everyone. How are you guys doing? Hello, everyone. How are you guys doing? I hope you all have been, excited about life in general, especially with the lunar eclipse that is going on that we just had. It's been really powerful because prior to that, 2 weeks ago, we had a solar eclipse, and that too fell on a new moon, and this lunar eclipse fell on a full moon. So you had two really powerful transits the last couple of weeks. So a lot of you would have felt a shift. There was also a major Jupiter shift that has kind of changed the direction of life for everyone. Hence today's topic. Again, the reason why I decided to talk about this topic, it's not to dissuade you from, leaving the journey or anything like that, but to actually explain to you the journey is not about romantic union or, contrary to popular belief, a lot of you all have this impression that if you meet your twin flame, you have to be with your twin flame. But you have to understand that it all depends on, what you decided before you both incarnated as a soul. And a lot of twin flames, a lot of twin flames, especially monadic twin flames, are on soul mission. Hence, that's why separation in itself is part of the mission, not being in union could be part of the mission as well. So I'm going to address all of this today. Um, I'll be doing channelings at the end. So I know you guys always look forward to that as well. But I'll give it a couple of minutes. I noticed that a later timing tends to attract more people. So probably next week I'll try to do it maybe 2 or 3 hours later. Hey MJ, good to see you. All right. I hope you're all excited about today's topic because today's topic is much needed. And also, okay, I see more of you all joining in. Show me, guys, show me that you are here. Send me a reaction. Tell me how you all have been, how your week has been, and, in general, how are you guys feeling on this twin flame journey? Do you feel like you've hit a standstill? Do you feel like you can't deal with it anymore? Please, if there's anything, feel free to share it here. Also, hey Shay, good to see you. I'm still doing, I put up a post midweek last week. I'm still doing, the post is still on. So for those of you all who missed this live, feel free to comment there. All right. So generally, the energies have been promising. That's what I would say. Promising in the sense that it's either headed to its union or you may embark on another direction or a new project. So these things are quite, on the charts for many of you. So as usual, I'm going to give it about 10 minutes, before I start because I know many of y'all join me, a little later. Meanwhile, what has been going on with the energies of May? There has been a deep sense of missing your twin flame. It's almost, for some of you, it's almost sudden. Just when you thought that you were doing better, you are deeply missing your divine masculine. Some of you have been dreaming about your divine masculine. Some of you have been like, communicating in 5D. Some of you are literally seeing their presence, hearing their voice, waking up next to them energetically, of course. So all this is like coming back because, like I keep saying during my lives the last couple of weeks, the energies have been extremely stagnant. Now to the topic. Is it okay to move away from the twin flame journey? Is it okay not to be in union with your twin flame? Is it okay to choose a soulmate over a twin flame? I know these questions tend to, you tend to ponder. Number one, it's very difficult after you meet your twin flame. It's almost difficult to be in a connection with anyone else. But again, you have to see it in a more macro, holistic perspective. You are always with your twin flame. Energetically, you're always in union. Yet, all of you have decided to incarnate on earth for a reason, right? To experience life on earth, to enjoy this experience within a simulation, and souls have different reasons for it. And when you are up there from a soul level, things are very different. Just like, when you're playing a computer game, it's not real, you know. But if you spend too much time in a computer game, you're going to start believing that it's real. So that's exactly what's happening on Earth. So everything that you experience here is just an illusion, it's a play of what the soul wants to express. Hence, that's why you have all these connections, karmic, brand new connections, soulmate. You are here to actually spend time and experience all these connections with different people. So, as twin flames, you tend to put up this challenge to yourselves, Back in the soul world, your divine masculine and you decide, I want to test how strong our love is. So we are going to go to Earth with amnesia and try to find one another. And in between, you meet all these other people, you make all these connections, and that's how you get trapped on Earth. So sometimes some of y'all are on soul mission. So you may notice that, hey, why is it that I don't feel like I'm going to be in union with my twin flame in this lifetime? Or you may feel like, I have to move away from this state because I am waiting, I'm not flourishing, I'm not doing anything worthwhile. I want to have a family. I want to, my objective is to have a husband and children. Then it is okay to, take a pause on your twin flame journey and be with another person. Also, you have to see things beyond the 3D perspective and beyond physical. Hi, Linda. Good to see you. For a moment, I was like, where is everyone? And I'm just talking and there are no comments at all. So good to see all of y'all. You guys are all amazing. Anyway, today I'm talking about a very hopeful topic, and I hope some of you guys are inspired by it, because you all think that if I meet my twin flame, I can't be with anyone else, and hence you are stuck on the notion of needing to be with your twin flame and no one else. Today, I'm here to tell you that it's okay. Any choice you make, it's okay, because we are here on a free will universe, and you are in separation with your twin flame in a physical body. So it's okay to date someone else, enjoy relationships. What you think is that for a lot of divine feminines, after you meet your divine masculine, you think that you can't do anything else. You can't be with anyone else. And true enough, it is. You don't attract anyone. You don't feel attracted to anyone. You just lose any sense of romanticism or anything like that. So that in itself is what you guys have to learn. You have to start seeing things on a wider perspective. Hi, Rachel. Good to see you. Rachel says hi to everyone. So, guys, how have you all been doing? Share with me what has been going on with your lives. How have you all been feeling energetically? Hi, Bharti. Good to see you. Thanks for all, joining me, because every week I'm doing different timings, but you guys are still here no matter what. So, yes, I'm talking about a very interesting topic today, which is about, Is it okay to move on and not be overly focused on union or being with your twin flame in this lifetime? And is it okay to see anyone else? Being on a twin flame journey builds your character, builds strength, helps you face your shadow side, helps you face your innermost fear. Only when you're on a twin flame journey, you truly tend to connect to the wildest parts of yourself, which is often buried. And also, only with a twin flame love, you'll truly be able to enjoy what love is because you're completely naked. But however, at times it's okay to be with another person if you feel like this is not what I want in my life. So, guys, keep the questions coming in. What are your concerns? Just gonna. So, I'm going to talk a bit about missions, why some twin flames choose to be with someone else. It's like a cover, you watch those spy movies, right? You have got that fake husband or fake wife or the fake relationship. So sometimes that may be the case. You have to be with someone else to kind of to stay hidden from the not so good forces, because what ultimately happens is every time a set of twin flames unite, it tends to vibrationally change the earth. And that is how powerful twin flame unions are, and hence that's why they are rare, and that's why they completely tend to happen when everything is aligned, when the stars are aligned, when you have divine blessings and everything. Rachel, even if you want to be with someone else, would the universe naturally want to bring twin flames together? Yes, naturally. The universe will bring twin flames together. But the thing is, like everything, you know, to to get something beautiful and to get something wonderful, it takes time. And often it will take a long time, for unions to take place. And many people are extremely impatient. And there's nothing wrong with it, because you may want to have children in this life. You may want to, have a family. And like I said, some of it could be part of your mission as well. So the mission plan that you had put up for yourself would be, I'll be with someone else, like a soulmate, or I'm trying to clear out some karmic connections, for instance, things like that, and hence union tends to happen at a much older age. But for some twin flames, you are like, you know what? I'm going to be with my twin flame and I'm still going to stay hidden. And hence, that's why some of y'all tend to achieve union much earlier. But generally, people are very fixated at the notion of being with your twin flame, and that in itself tends to create the separation, and the white grows, the gap tends to become wider and wider. So thanks, Rachel, for the question. So again, the universe will bring you to be with your twin flame ultimately. But when you're on earth, time is limited and your experiences tend to be limited when you see things in terms of time. So, and also, before you come into union, you have to kind of complete cycles with, you know, all your karmics. And so let me go back to the start. All right, when twin flames first incarnate on earth, they are usually together, monadic twin flames. And then after that, just like everything else in life, you tend to meet other people, and then you tend to be trapped in ongoing karmic cycles. Even though Star seeds are not on that karmic, are not bound by any karma. It's just that their higher self feels the need to neutralize this karma for the other person. So that is the reason why with karmic connections, there are several ways you can close cycles. One is actually you can do it with intent, but most of the time you tend to live it out, and often it's for the other person because higher dimensional beings, star seeds, tend to be overly compassionate and they actually spend that time to close up cycles. And usually you want to clear all of this, So karma in itself is not bad. It's just how you balance things. So see it this way. Before you unite, you see, often after union, you leave Earth, you go on to serve in other planets. That is the purpose of twin flames. So that's why they always say union is last lifetime and this and that. But that doesn't mean you have to leave Earth. Some twin flames continue to be on Earth because they want to help other twin flames, because they have formed all these beautiful bonds with all these different people, and they just want to, you know, be of service. So for split soul twin flames, they split before coming to Earth. So that is what they had. So that is their mission, Okay, I'm going to be on Earth for 500 lifetimes, and towards the end, I will be in union with my twin flame. For star seeds and monadic twin flames, it could be that it's not linear. So that is the difference between split soul and monadic twin flames. With monadic twin flames, because the split happens in higher dimensions, you don't your objective is not always union. You tend to be more mission focused. It's always about coming to Earth and contributing to Earth's energies, helping your star family. There's so many things. I will definitely go deeper into those topics one of these days. What exactly are these missions? What kind of missions are out there? Usually why twin flames have to stay hidden, and why when they're in union it's actually dangerous for them, because the not so good energies would try to so there is this invisible war going on, and it's all about energies. It's not like a biological war or a physical war. This is an energetic war that has been taking place on Earth for eons and eons of time. Again, I'll talk about that as well. Hey, Patricia. Patricia says, "Hey, friends, Becca. I've totally released the need for my TF, but my heart is always open for him. But I trust that he'll be back when he can, or if he can't. What is meant for me will be brought into my life at the perfect time. It's a good place for me to be, and I know I have various cycles to complete with myself." Oh, Becca, you've perfectly grasped what I'm saying, and it's so beautiful. And another thing is, when you are really open and when you really let go of your twin flame, the magic happens. Twin flame starts coming back. And again, you're in a free will universe, so it's okay to be. Don't ever feel guilty. I have a twin flame, um, and I want to marry my soulmate, because you have to innately understand twin flame connections are not romantic at all. It's a spiritual journey, and in a spiritual journey, when you're evolving, there are going to be a lot of tests and tribulations and challenges put on your path. So you have to take that out of your mind. It is not about that. So it is okay to be with a soulmate, because if your example, you are in the age of, like, in a childbearing age, and all you want to have is children, then it's okay to be with a loving partner, a partner who is attentive, because when you are with your twin flame, you're going to face your darkest fears, everything. So it's going to be more about working on yourselves. Even if you get together, you're not really going to enjoy a romantic connection. So for those of you all who feel the time has come, I want to move on, I want to move on from this journey on Earth at this moment, because I trust the universe will create and will create a time for us in the distant future or another lifetime. But right now, this is what I want. And if you have decided on that, don't feel guilty. Choose someone else. There's nothing wrong with it. But your twin flame is always connected to you. So he or she, excuse me, he or she is going to come back. He's going to Your twin flame is going to pop into your life at different stages, at different points in your life. And this is what happens with some twin flames who may have met and who are in different connections as well. But you have to remember that you're always in union with your twin flame. There is never you're never in separation. Energetically, you're always united with one another. Everything that you decide, whoever you want to be with or connect with, everything is orchestrated by you. As a soul, you draw out your plan before coming to earth. And that plan isn't fixed, because if you want to change it, you are free to do so. Often you forget how powerful you are. And that is what conditioning does to us. And that's what I tell you guys in all my lives. Every single week I tell you guys this. Conditionings tend to be the biggest obstacle in your soul and self-expression. Once you're aware of how powerful you are on a soul level, things transform, and you will start to notice how amazing your life is. Often, why do you feel the way you feel? Because, many of y'all here who are watching me are probably star seeds, who are probably very new in this journey, or probably have been in this journey for a very long time. And one thing that you all will understand is that this journey has no clear path. You're not going to see things because it's all connected to the work you're doing on yourself. And that's when choices come into place. When you are confused and lost and desperate for your twin flame, it comes from a very 3D fight or flight perspective. But when you transcend and when you hit a higher vibration, you will start to understand that life on earth is all about experience. Your soul is here to experience things according to the rules of earth. And it is something that you have chosen. And that's why, you have taken the biggest risk. You have come to earth forgetting who you are. And only the strongest and strongest of souls actually come to earth. The first place. Some of us tend to remember because we are here on special mission, and hence that's why we don't come here with amnesia, So we tend to remember everything that's going on, and we tend to be the middle person for communication between, the other worlds and this world. Again, it's all part of our mission. But for some of you, you are here just to completely experience what's happening on earth. And love tends to be the biggest test of all, Since time immemorial, from all the movies you watch, love is what can break you or build you. And everyone is in search of their ultimate divine partner, because it is an internal yearning to be with your twin flame, even in physical separation. But what you fail to understand is there is no separation. Separation in itself is just an illusion. And once you start seeing that, things will change. Becca says, I've had major flowing conversations with my TF's higher self this week. I love that. I love that connection. It doesn't always happen, but when it does, it's pure magic. And yes, I've had some amazing things happening. I got a free trip to Poland for 13 days. It was royally awesome. Yes, Becca, I remember you telling me about that. Oh, that's wonderful. Are you still in Poland or are you back? You must have so much, We'll definitely catch up. And yes, Becca, what Becca says is right. And that reminds me of, sharing another important part. So, example, you are with a soulmate, right? And is it considered cheating to still communicate with your twin flame higher self? No, it is not, because a twin flame journey is divine. There's no such thing as cheating or anything like that. So even with you're in a relationship with someone else, it's still okay to communicate with your twin flame in 5D, in 3D, in any way you want to. So you don't have to. Oh, it's 11:11. There are 11 viewers and 11 comments. So yeah, guys, keep the questions coming in. Um, and also start, I will probably do another live on 5D communication with your twin flames again. Bharati, can your TF energetically stop interview from meeting someone new? Like the higher self might get jealous. Yes, that happens. That will happen. Again, that is something that your souls have chosen to do. That's why divine feminines might not have much luck with finding anyone else, especially after meeting their twin flame. So that does happen energetically. Your divine masculine can get jealous and they will, try to put obstacles on your path so that you're not with anyone else. But divine feminines often don't do that. That's why sometimes you might feel your divine masculine being with someone else. And also, you may notice, excuse me, you may notice that because the divine masculine is unawakened, a lot of their actions tend to stem from that. When you make a decision, conscious, awakened, things are different. Ah, Diana, yeah, I'm definitely having no luck at all trying to move forward. I'm sure my DM is not wanting me to. Yes, I've noticed this in a lot of divine feminines. That's always the case. Only in like very rare circumstances, that probably is due to mission. It's probably because both you and your divine masculine had decided, you know, that it's okay because you're on mission to be with someone else. If not, it never happens. I've tried to talk to other guys after meeting my TF. It never worked out. I wasn't attracted to them like I am. Yeah, that happens. 100% agree. It happens to every one of us. It happens to every divine feminine out there. So again, it goes back to priorities. What do you want? If you want a husband, you want companionship, you don't have to be attracted to them the way you're attracted to your TF. If that is what you want in your life, you don't want to be alone, you don't want to be single, you're afraid of being single or something like that, then it's okay to find a companion, just like you have a friend. And if you want to have kids, then it's okay to have a partner. But often that wouldn't happen. So it is something that you have, as a soul, have, you have to desire that. And also remove that expectation, because it all happens in divine timing. Union with your divine masculine happens in divine timing. So it doesn't align with your biological clock. Or Diana says, and now he's decided to show up in all my dreams for past few nights. Another thing, guys, a lot of divine feminines have been dreaming about their divine masculine lately, and the dreams are so intense. Some of the dreams are feel good dreams, and it's really, really wonderful. And probably that's why you're feeling the energetic shift as well, because dreams with your twin flame indicates 5D communication. Yes, Trust divine timing. Divine timing equates to complete surrender, completely letting go, and completely being in flow and alignment with everything around you, consciousness in itself. So, guys, have you decided like what you want to do? That is something that you may want to think about. Just think about what you want in life versus how much you are going to sacrifice. Very 3D way of putting it, sacrifice. But actually, it's not sacrifice at all, it's all part of the journey. So, spend some time to think about it. Do you still want to be in the journey? Do you want to wait? But remember, it's going to be a long, long, long time. And if you're okay with that, then, you're completely fine. But for those of you who really want to enjoy life and really enjoy the 3D side of things, then it's okay to have companionship and another partner. Don't feel guilty or feel bad about it. So that's the reason why I did this live, because some twin flames feel like just because I'm a twin flame, I have to be with my twin flame, but that is not the case. But yeah, so guys, share with me, what have you been dreaming about your twin flame? Oh, it's so exciting. It's so beautiful. Like, dreams are usually so wonderful. Yeah. Anyway, guys, is this a good timing? Because I tried 10 last week. Again, I didn't see much people. I think prior to that, a couple of weeks back, not couple, I think 2 or 3 weeks back, I did like a 2 or 3 a.m. Eastern, and there was a lot of people. Because I know you're all from all over the world. Some of y'all are, night birds, so y'all are awake. So yeah, tell me what is the best timing, and I will work around that for my lives. Diana, I've decided I'm just going to live life and see what happens. That is absolutely the right attitude to have. If you completely surrender and live life that way, then and trust the universe and trust divine timing, everything will work out. You will have no regrets. Linda, I shall be 63 this year and I still choose to wait for him. Yes, that is wonderful. And, you know, truly. And that is what's so beautiful about the twin flame journey. As much as you want to move on, be with someone else, you will still keep wanting to be with your twin flame. And that's the beauty of it. All right, I think I have covered the mission aspect, the karmic connections aspect. What else do I have to cover? So I'll talk a bit about missions briefly. So, like I said, there are different kind of missions. Some of the missions include not being with your twin flame or being with someone else as a cover, just like 3D missions, but this happens in 5D and beyond. Right, I've got a question. I've so many fun things happening in my career. I've been figuring out what I really want for the last 2.5 years, and now I'm ready to take massive action while opening to receive every day. My last dream, we were renting a home in a place, and I knew he was there, but felt I didn't want to reach out. And crazy stuff happened. Like, I drove my car into a river, and then I saw my twin. We locked eyes, and it was a real connection, and I feel some shifts in his energy. Wow, that is so beautiful. Oh, perfect. All right, who else here like this time? All right, perfect. 11 a.m. in Australia. Costa Rica is 9 p.m. All right. I think it's only in Europe, where it's like 5 a.m. right now, 5 or 6, depending on where you guys are. And that's why we miss our beautiful European members, when I do earlier time slots. All right. So, karmic connections, brand new connections, soulmates, all these connections, why do they come into our life? And you're probably wondering, as a twin flame, why do I even include these people in my life? Shouldn't I just be with my twin flame from the start to the end? Why do I have to go through all these experiences with these different people? Because there's so much trust in your connection, and when you're on earth, the not so good forces are always trying to keep twin flames apart. They're always trying to, and often these people are not even people with souls. Often they are like bots, programs. If you watch the Matrix movie, you would understand what I'm talking about. Sometimes you may feel like you're married to a person, but actually that person is not even a person. That person is there to prevent you from being in union with your twin flame. And this happens to the divine masculine collective a lot. Especially after you meet your divine masculine, you will notice them being with other people. And often the other people will be completely soulless. You will see that they have no connection with that person at all. And they are big. So, this is what the not so good energy does. They always put obstacles on our path. So that is one reason. Another reason is because you want to give the chance to another person. So you're on earth and someone is really attracted to you. You're giving them a chance out of compassion for them to live out their desire. Because here it's all about fulfilling your desires in this illusory plane of existence. So everything that happens here is unreal anyway. There is no reality to this reality. That's the thing. Just like a computer game, when you're in a computer game, everything that happens is not real. But again, there's some kind of reality in this reality because it still counts as experience. But it's not real as in the real world. So hence, that's the reason why when you wake up from this dream, when you die, you actually end up seeing your twin flame, and that is going to be such a beautiful moment because in your afterlife, you are with your twin flame. And then together you decide whether I want to come to earth again, to clear out stuff or so in the higher dimensions, you're always in union. That's what you have to always remember. So it's like a challenge, every time you're on earth, you're trying to be in union with your twin flame despite all these obstacles. So see it like that. Within a maze or within an obstacle course, am I able to unite with my twin flame? Some of y'all are completely content and understand what this world is about. So you're okay. Even if I'm not in union in the physical, I'm completely fine. And so you tend to just live out life and then, you go back to doing your stuff in other planets and dimensions as well. All right, guys, I have talked for like 38 minutes. I'm up for some channeling, so I know you all are waiting, for some channeling. So please feel free to comment. And before we wrap up, if you have any more questions with regards to these topics, comments, opinions, please feel free to comment as well. And if you want to make a donation or anything, feel free to do so as well. Really appreciate all your love and thank you so much. Another thing is that stay strong because you're constantly being tested when you're on a twin flame journey. Yeah. All right. Today, I don't know why it's extremely quiet today. Maybe I need to wait a little while more to see more of y'all coming in. Yes, and of course, if you guys, I'm having a promo on the Twin Flame Soul Journey Report. It's still on, so if you guys are interested, you can still sign up for it. I do my readings, live via video call, so it's really a wonderful experience. Also, we have a promo album now. So for those of you all who love to shop, you guys can check out the promo album. All our readers have amazing promos right now. Also, if you want a private reading or healing, feel free to message me. We can organize something. One thing I'd recommend you guys is the 5D communicator healing. That is something that it's a 21-day healing, and a lot of people have had the healing before have seen massive changes in terms of their communication with their twin flame in 5D. So that is something you guys can check out. All right, I see you guys, having some questions here. Any message from Carrie's higher self? Carrie's higher self is completely shut. He has no words, and he's just angry with himself for no exact reason. There's so much anger in his life at the moment, to the point that he doesn't want to talk to anybody. He doesn't even want to talk to you, which is quite interesting. And yeah, so his higher self is just, you know, feeling that intensity from his 3D self, and hence Carrie is Kerry is actually very frustrated in his life right now, frustrated with all his ongoing connection, that he's kind of irritated. So I sense a lot of irritation. So I hope that helps Rachel. Becca, Lex's higher self is very, very, very proud of your progress and achievements, and he sends a lot of love and blessings your way. His 3D self is still disconnected from his 5D self, but he still wants you to know that things will get better, and he will come to you, when the timing is right. Shay, a channel message from Frank. Frank is just overflowing with so much love to you, both in 3D and 5D, and yet his 3D self is still trapped, in a lot of things that is happening in his 3D life. It's like there's so much he wants to say, but he's afraid to just pick up the phone, or, take his, or text you, because he feels like anything he says would trigger you, because he knows that he has not been the best to you, in the last couple of years, and he feels that he doesn't deserve you. So I sense a lot of guilt there, Shay. So there's a lot of guilt and a lot of fear, but yet there's a lot of love. So he's experiencing all of these things at the same time. Oh, Linda, Darren is just in awe of you and awe of the women you are, and how principled you are, and how you hold your values so tightly. He's always amazed by you, and often Darren feels that he's not good enough for you, and that is something that always comes in. He always feels that there is there is not much he can do, because he puts you up on a pedestal and is not able to express himself. But that will change. You just have to give it some time. Shona, Rob, we haven't been talking for a week. Just wondering what message he has. He's just feeling very tired, of life in general, and he will resume communication soon. So that's what I'm getting. Nimit, SPJ, she is just lost, and she just, tries to cut off all kind of any energetic communication with you, because she's so afraid. Sometimes she doesn't believe that love can exist beyond 3D. So that's what's going on. All right, guys, I hope you have enjoyed the little channeling that I've done for you. Would love for you guys to leave a review on my album. And yeah, so anyone else I've missed? Yeah, I think I've covered all of you guys. Yeah. Yes, yes. Thanks for that. So if I've missed anyone, please let me know. Yes, I actually missed you, Diana. So sorry. Oh, Warwick. Warwick is suddenly in that mood of so much love. Like he wants to express how he feels, but the Aries in him is holding him back. And but he wants you to know that you're always loved by him, and that he really cares about you, and that he doesn't show how much he actually admires you. And that's what he wants you to know, that he wants to come back, he wants to make things right. It's just that he feels so insecure about himself. He wants to make something out of himself before he comes to you, Diana. So that's what's going on there. Linda has a question. Do we also have soul contracts with others to learn and experience many lessons that prepare us for union? Yes. Actually, yes, you can see it in a lesson way. I just don't like to use lessons because it sounds like school. But yeah, when you do come to, it tends to be quite, it's all about a learning experience, and hence that's why you have soul contracts. These soul contracts tend to form every time you incarnate on earth, so they don't really carry on from other dimensions. So what happens on earth stays on earth, you know and that's why you're constantly stuck in this cycle of life and birth and death and everything. And that's why it's also difficult to like escape from this matrix, just like the Matrix movie. You're constantly recycled because you feel like, oh, in this lifetime I've not achieved this, I'm coming back. In this lifetime I'm not united with my twin flame, I'm coming back. But the truth is, you're already united with your twin flame. You just have to wake up and leave earth, for good, and then you will understand that all this separation is just an illusion. Diana, thank you so much, Vaish. I really feel that, and literally almost just repeated some of the things he said in my dream. He was apologetic, but so full of love. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate you in it. Oh, thank you so much, Diana. That is so sweet of you all. How about others? Anything you guys, did you miss my channeling or? Yeah. I really wish there would be a time where, I had some clients messaging me, or it's so early, it's like 4 a.m. for me, 5 a.m. for me. I just wish there would be a time that worked for everyone. Um, but somehow it just doesn't. I just wish there was more of you all this week, but sadly, there's only been like 10. I remember those times where there were like 40 of y'all at like one time, and it used to be truly wonderful. But it's okay, we still have a small group. So, guys, any questions before I wrap up? Um, yeah, is there anything else you guys want me to do? Um, I also have a collective healing up there. I know, eclipse is kind of over, but the energies are still there. So if you guys are interested, it's $6.66. So if you want to sign up, the details are in the promos album. Also, guys, have you say something? Have you guys enjoyed today's topic? Do you want to share something? All right. It's really, really quiet. So I think I'll wrap up. Definitely next week I will try a different timing because this timing, there are not many people. Oh, thank you, Diana. Thank you so much. For the few of you all who speak, thank you so much. Yeah, what else was I gonna say? Hmm. May's energies are extremely promising, so guys, be ready for a lot of shifts and changes. This is the perfect time to center yourself, do healings, connect with nature, do things that excite your soul. So, this is a wonderful period of time. So, yeah, you know. Uh, Thank you so much, Bharti. And Bharti says, have a lovely week to everyone. And especially those who have stayed from the start to the end, thank you so much for being here. And of course, if you all want a private reading or healing, feel free to message me. And, again, I'm an admin of this group as well. If you have any concerns about anything, also feel free to message me. Yes. And all right. Probably I will end this session with a mini healing. So, I'll do it for 5 minutes. So, guys, just, join me, and I'll do some healing for all of you guys. So, yeah, just relax and just, connect with me for a couple of minutes and, let the energies, seep through your soul and, be ready to feel the shift. I'm using a mixture of Reiki and Isis Seichim healing modalities. So, yeah. So, for those of you all who have stayed, who are staying, yeah. I see some of you all being quite receptive to the healing. Mhm. I sense a lot of sadness, the energies of, all of you today, like that deep yearning and that feeling of, like what is going to happen with my life. But, you will feel better with this healing because I'm doing some heart chakra healing here as well. So this will help you to feel a little bit better. So for those of you all who are connecting with me at a later time, you can still benefit from this healing because that is the intent I've put out. Anyone's watching this to receive this healing. All right, guys, I'm done with the mini healing. With I hope you all have enjoyed it, and yes, thanks Diana for signing up for the collective healing. And yes, it's yeah, you're going to really enjoy it. So again, guys, for those of you who have participated in this little tiny healing that I did for a couple of minutes, it should help you feel better. And also drink a lot of water because that's how you adjust to the changes of healings. Always remember, every reading is also like a healing. So that's why when you connect with some people, you tend to feel an energetic shift and connection as well. Oh, thank you so much, Shay. I hope you have enjoyed the healing. you know but you guys will be fine. I just do sense a lot of pain in all of your hearts, but bless your souls for hanging in there and fully trusting God and his plan for all of you, because everything is going to happen at divine timing. You're so welcome, Diana, as well. All right, guys, I'll end off for today. Linda says, always love your channeling. Thank you. You're a very beautiful soul. Oh, thanks. Thank you so much, guys. You're so sweet. Thank you, Bharati. Thank you. Thank you always for all of you for, being there. And yeah, I hope you all have a great weekend. I know for Bharati, weekend is ending. Only for the East, those who are on Eastern timing, you still have got a day. For the rest of the world, you're in between half a day, not a day at all. All right, love you all. If you have enjoyed today's live, feel free to leave a review on my album. And again, guys, I'm actively doing readings again, so feel free to request for any free readings too. And that post I have is still going on, so feel free to comment if you have missed a live channeling from here. All right, talk to you all next week. Take care and love all of you all. Bye bye.